Sziasztok srácok, itt még egy újabb rányval, mégpedig NBA 2K21-jel fogunk játszani, közben itt nyomom a zenét, nem mondjam még egyszer feleslegesen. Discordon Lokó van még itt velem, de ő rainbowzik. Oké. Kikapcsolom most azt. Nem is. Na. Nem jutottam el még a nemót, semmit nem jutottam el rajta, vágjunk bele. Azért nem újra kell vegyem. Van az NBA, a Woman NBA, a női kosárlabda bajnokság, Los Angeles Lakers Forever, és Kobe Bryant alias Black Mamba. Igen, 8.24. Ezért megbassza a YouTube-ra szarokra. Jó. Egy dolgot gyorsan csinálok. Mégpedig, hogy várjatok. A hangerőjét annak most lejjebb veszem. Kellett léne. Nézzük, nekem nagyon hangos nekem a game bar. Most, és a társa. Ja, az nem miatt meg szól a YouTube. Ja, így meg a játéknak nem lesz hangja. Köszönjük. Mi ez? Ok. Nem tudom mi ez, ja. Oké. Menj már. Ó, de adom. Na, ezt mondjuk adom. Vagy egy pillanat és adok vissza a játéknak hangot. YouTube, baszódjon le akkor. Na, hát, nem esik a copyright. Várjátok. Milyen my player. Töltsem az appot, ami még nincs is ki. Baszkodom. Itt van a szkenneid. Ja, rosszul mondok. Mások meg nincsen. Várjátok. Hagyja ez edittel geci. Nem tudom, legyen vagy. Hangot valahogy. Mert ez így kurva szar. Audio. Na de jó. Igen. Ó, nincs. Igen, jó. Copyright, az copyright. Lesz ez. Na, az biztos, hogy nem szélmaxolni. Bal közös. Miért most így hívnak akkor van? Azt hiszem az volt a demo tavalyiban is, hogy ugye itt a ski-re kell megcsinálni, és akkor azt mondom lesz, hogy ez a defend az mindig pokol és szar, és abban nagyon sokat kell fejlődni. Ahelyett töltök. Hát itt el fogok szórakozni egy kicsit. Ja, ki tudom húzni maxosra. Fel fog fogni tőle. Ennyi. Akkor várjátok, hogy ilyen 65. Ez lesz egy ilyen jó. Posztól már lesz egy ilyen 60. Az 40, az jó lesz. Igen. Prósátjaim azok lesznek egy ilyen jó. Posztfél az 68 ezer. Ez ilyen 60. Posztmód az lesz egy ilyen 40-es, nagyon szarul megy. Finishingem 1-es. Mi a faszom, mi a faszba? Mindegy, nem adjuk 2-es. Oké, azok nagyon jól mennek, azért akkor így 35-ös offenzív meghattanó. Az ilyen 39, jó. Defenzív vagyok, lepattanodok, meg egy jó 30-as. Vagy van shooting, vagy így felhúztam, akkor én minden pontot föl kell használni. Aha. Legyen az 50. Melyik a sok? Ja, úgyis nagyon nagyon leszünk, szóval ezeket kéne húzni. Meg a játékos szarságot. Ezt meg itt vissza. Húha, ezzel kapom full copyrightet. Aha. Viszont várjatok. Még nem tudom, hogy kell építeni. Itt ebbe a szarba. Az igen. Ajjajjajjajjaj. Hát, Youtube-on copyrightos leszek, nem vagy. Töltsön be, aztán jaj, ez a két fülem, anyád.
Welcome to NBA 2K21. Thanks for tuning into this contest featuring my player. This is an interesting build, so let's see what it's got. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the Milwaukee Bucks going up against the Los Angeles Clippers. From the arena to your living room, I'm Blake Suniga along with Brian Banafitemi and Tim Swartz. Here for some exciting 2K basketball action.
And all our focus tonight is on my player. All the fans here really want to see him.
No, milyen kamerával, ilyen nem. Oké. Akkor na. Na jó volt az a kis kamera. Erre az meg elment itt. Hogy jó Istenem.
Store. Heck, I want to see what he has in store.
And that's the best thing about NBA basketball. You just never know what can happen until we play the games. Could MP drop 50 tonight? Will we see overtime, a triple-double, a game-winning shot? We have no idea. This is why we play and watch the games.
And this is who Bledsoe is, an assertive, quick-thinking player who loves firing off the pass.
And you know, there's always something fun about checking out a new player on a new team. You know, what's the fit? How does he evolve within the system? There's just so many things to look at.
Never a dull moment. Remember, more than any other team sport, the NBA is a league where just one player can make a massive difference, from the franchise player down to the bench and the 6th and 7th and 8th man.
And it's so exciting for the player as well. You never know how you'll mesh with your teammates until you play in games. I know you can hone your skills in practice, but fans really only care about the results in games.
Viszont mondom a pályát, ami kurva jó lett. Ott mutatja még, hogy hány másodperc van vissza az időből.
Have to admire the toughness of Bledsoe, outstanding at keeping his balance even when he gets bodied.
George with it. My player outside. Will it go? Bucks with the rebound. It's a 6-point game, and they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have, staying aggressive and playing.
That's just great ball movement.
And that's key this run.
Passing it with a purpose.
The D has not been able to keep up.
Time called here. The Clippers decide to talk it over.
He saw his team giving up a lot of points and wanted to get a break before it got any further out of hand.
And that's a huge part of a coach's job, making sure you keep your guys in the best position possible at all times. That's a good timeout.
Yeah, and I think, too, another part of the job is to stop these long runs.
One of the elite wings in the NBA, Paul George. How would you fit in as a my-player build playing point guard with him?
PG's kind of a different guy. He's a star in this league who doesn't dominate the ball, so you'll get plenty of chances to control the tempo of the offense. Just with that in mind, make sure to keep George engaged in the game offensively by feeding him, making sure he gets his, because that'll bring out his all-world defense on the other side.
To me, Paul George is an ideal star to play with as a point guard. We saw how much Russell Westbrook enjoyed it during their time together in OKC. And I think it's because George gives point guards an option to either dump the ball too late in the shot clock, or he'll spot up and shoot and help you get your assist numbers up.
Gets another look. In deep, Antetokounmpo drops it in.
This has been a great job of getting into the middle of that defense and scoring from the paint.
You know, really, that's why they're on this run. You get that close to the hoop, and it's a lot easier to drop shots in.
Now here's my player. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. There we go, now in the scoring column with that make. He is 1 for 4.
Good ball movement. He put that pass in the ideal spot.
Milwaukee calls timeout.
He wants to tinker with the game plan a little bit, and now is the time to do it.
Yeah, there were clearly some things going on out there he didn't like.
That's a good time to take a timeout.
The Bucks leading, and when you look at the Clippers style-wise,
elbasztak a nevemet. Rodi. Köszi. Na, jövünk vissza. Ott vagyok, jövünk vissza. A második negyed.
We're now around a minute and a half into the second quarter. Here's Leonard. And another miss by the Clippers. Milwaukee with stolen by Harrell. From about 19 feet. No good off the back of the rim.
You have to assume he's going to knock those down when he's as open as he was right there.
The shot by Antetokounmpo, no good. My player inside. Matthews covering. And it's my player missing. Giannis outside. That's tipped. Here's Lopez. Makes it off the glass. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. My player outside. Scores for only the second time tonight. Now 2 for 6 from the field.
That's the efficiency you want to see from Jackson, using his poise and vision to make a play.
Antetokounmpo. Soft touch off the glass.
It's so hard to contain him. He gets it done however he has to do it.
And the Clippers are without a doubt in title or bust mode. What a turnaround it's been for this franchise.
Pretty crazy. I mean, all those moves they made last year, and I like how the league is changing, guys. The Clippers have been a good story the past few seasons. I'm curious to see all that this team can accomplish.
Well, Kawhi Leonard and Paul George are the two. Well, Kawhi Leonard and Paul George might be the two big names, but this team is stacked. With a deep roster and a championship-winning head coach, the Clippers are definitely a legit title contender.
Now here is Bledsoe. Antetokounmpo left side. Bledsoe. Oh, and the dunk by Bledsoe.
Put down by the guard. You forget Bledsoe is just 6'1". He's got ridiculous hops.
Here's Jackson, and it's good for 2. Well, we've got a close game in Los Angeles. Giannis outside. Pass to Bledsoe. That falls, and a nice feed that time from Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Pillanat, csak közben jöttek nekünk, vagy nekem.
Defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And if they don't start showing some aggression, things are just going to get worse.
Now here's Zubac. And here's Harrell.
Jó, menj jó.
Leonard outside. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Zubac. Rejected by Lopez.
Their defense is so much scarier when Lopez is blocking shots. As an opponent, you know, Brook can get into your head. They've looked terrific in transition today. You know, that's had a lot to do with their success.
It has. They've done a good job recognizing anytime they've had numbers and then taking advantage. We've seen it again and again.
And now a timeout called by the Clippers. Bledsoe having a strong contribution in this game.
He's been taking it.
And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. But out in front, they lead by 1. And don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. With 2 quarters behind us and 2 left to go, what are your thoughts on my player so far?
Well, he's been trying to heat up, but he's taken way too many bad shots. I think we can all see courtside, he's pressing and just getting more frustrated.
And it hurts a team when you do that, Tim. You know that. And it makes everyone else work that much harder. So just run the offense like a point guard is supposed to do, and I think you'll be in good hands. This ball game comes down to the rebounding battle. They'll be the ones coming out on top.
They've had a strong game on that front, without question.
One aspect of their play today that's been far superior is their passing.
And that kind of flow, it can be elusive, but the great offenses have it. And that's just what they've shown tonight.
My player from deep. And it's on to Taku.
Igen, NBA.
With the rebound.
He's given them little to nothing at the offensive end. I'm sorry to say, guys, but I'm just so disappointed. There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance there.
Paul George for 3. No good.
3 straight misses here to start the second half. Is that good?
And he's going for the alley-oop. And slam dunk by Giannis Antetokounmpo.
How can you not love watching Giannis? His alley-oops are sick. A true showman.
Outside George.
That's it.
It's rebounded by Milwaukee. Their biggest lead of the game was 9.
0 for 4 to start the second half. They're again restless out there.
Kijött. Szevasz Ádi. Szevasz Ádi. Jó tudni. Egyébként YouTube-on nem van tiltva, azért nem látják ott a nézők. Na látod, akkor az pont jókor jött.
Giannis outside. Bledsoe. And it's off from 3-point range. Here's Paul George, plenty of space. That one a tad offline to the right, but it drops in for him.
Finally dropped one after starting the half with 4 straight clanks.
Down low. Matthews, that's good.
Easy hoop set up by Bledsoe. Has a great feel for offense.
That's fine.
The Clippers trailing. And they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off. They got to score.
And it's my player missing.
Some of the shots he's taken have been head scratchers. He's out there playing like it's a game of horse.
The offensive rebound. Now here is Matthews. Tight defense on him. Antetokounmpo for three. Not there for him. It's his sixth miss, and he is 5 for 11. Morris stop. Back to my player. Pass to Morris. My player. The shot, no good.
Már csak el kell Nintendo Switch-en. Neked Switch-en van? Nem tudtam.
Some solid defense from Bledsoe.
Sziádi.
I don't know if it's ever coming back. They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Everybody always thinks it's passing that gets you assists, but also their movement off the ball, it's created those opportunities.
Now here's Leonard. Pass to my player. Back to Leonard. 4 on the clock. From deep. Bledsoe grabs the miss. The Bucks leading. Wing shot on the way. And good as it snugs right down through the net.
And Middleton's jumper is so pure. A dynamite scorer who is outstanding at shooting the ball.
And now a timeout called by the Clippers.
He just isn't pleased with all the looks they've given up inside, and he wants to tighten up this team defensively.
Yeah, that's what has to happen, and he'll let them know it. They're playing some soft interior defense, and that's just a recipe for disaster.
And that's the thing, the interior defense, that's the easiest way to score, right around the basket.
Aha, csere vagyok, jó van. 4 ponton van össze-vissza meccsen. Kurva szar.
My player outside. Here's George. Score the bucket. He is 7 for 11.
Kedden lesz, kérlek szépen. Kedd és vasárnap van versenyen.
If you were only looking at the way that he's played offensively, you'd have to think his team would be ahead.
Jó kérdés. De szerintem vasárnapot ezt kiadjam, mert a holland pálya azért nagyon nehéz elfelelőzni.
And it's Connaughton missing. The Clippers really having a tough go here. George, no good.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up empty.
Hill, he's guarded by Leonard.
Ilyesova
tips it back in.
They haven't been as aggressive from outside as they were in the first, playing smart with the lead.
My player outside, inside, and it's good. Hit the shot and he'll go to the line. The Bucks making a switch here.
What sets Williams apart is his confidence. This guy is a straight gunner who really believes in his ability to score the ball.
Now here's Hill.
12
points for him.
Ja. Jó.
Pass to my player. Looking to end his cold spell. The shot that time not on target.
Dobd, úgy van.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Bucks out in front, up by 16. And only 1 quarter remaining. Let's talk about what my player's done and what he might need to improve on down the stretch.
Well, you're going to have these nights, and really, you know more about that, Tim, than I would, but he's struggled, and I see this more for him as a teaching moment. You know, you don't have to get so down on yourself. Look at this as an opportunity to grow. Look at it as an opportunity to improve.
Yeah, that's an optimistic viewpoint from you. My concern is that it wasn't just a lack of production, it was a meltdown. He did not look like he was ready to perform in the spotlight.
Ez mi volt, barátom? Eladta labdát.
My player outside. Pass to Williams. Back to my player. Here's Zubats. Outside George. Now my player. No good off front iron.
Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team, and that 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Not to mention what it says on the scoreboard, they're really pushing them around.
Leonard, he gets it in there.
About a quarter of his attempts are 3 feet and in, which is a huge number for a small forward like Kawhi.
Milwaukee calls timeout.
Oh, bonyek.
For the Bucks.
Az szép.
Antetokounmpo with it. And he banks in the layup.
Now this is what makes Giannis an elite player, the best of the best. His ability to score in difficult situations.
George, Matthews covering. And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2.
Nem közvetítsen a nézettségre.
The first free throw is good.
And every single season, George kicks his game up another level. He is a premier forward who dominates on both ends of the floor.
Both good at the line. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Passed on to Antetokounmpo. Gets that one through the hole, makes him 7 for 13 this game.
That's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. And I know nobody likes a traffic jam, but this defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Yeah, nobody likes a traffic jam. We can agree on that. They can't allow the offense to get those high-quality looks inside.
Out to the wing. To the paint. Here's Middleton. And Harrell with the block.
A quick leaper. Harrell's become a much better shot blocker over the years.
And that one's good. My player.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and he'll have that ball there waiting for him.
Pass to Bledsoe. Lopez. Matthews. Covered by George. Back to Lopez. Just 5 to shoot, and they call an illegal screen here.
His first turnover of the game. Overall, he's been steady. Well, I just think an illegal screen, it's one of the toughest calls for an official to make.
Yeah, you have to appreciate how difficult a job they have to do when it comes to making calls like that. It's not as easy as people might think.
And the refs in this league just do a great job.
Harrell. Pass to Morris. On the wing, my player. The three-pointer, no good.
They've shown some strength in the paint. Their work on the boards has been phenomenal.
Yeah, that's putting it mildly, guys. They've been absolutely dominant.
Harrell with it. My player, Bledsoe covering. A nice shot by Harrell.
And sometimes it seems Harrell is better when he's finishing through contact. He likes being physical.
Giannis outside. A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now for this fourth quarter. That shot off the mark. Now here's Morris, defended by Antetokounmpo. Here's my player. Pass to Morris. My player.
Jó van ott a falta.
And he can't get the first one. Good on the second free throw.
Végre.
So it's Milwaukee now. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Milwaukee calls timeout.
Visszajöttünk 13 pontra. 2 percet lehetett meg.
Bledsoe, right side.
Nem.
But he recovers it. Back to Antetokounmpo. 6 to shoot. Can't hit it from 12 feet. High player outside. Fires from the wing. George. And picks up the loose ball, but he was in the backboard, so they'll give it up.
Eladtam. A támadó csapaton nem szabad hátra mennie.
Pass to Bledsoe. Trying to get back on track. And Harrell with the block. And here is Morris. And he's going up for the oop here. Harrell can't hit.
A nice effort at least on the alley-oop, but I think probably a bad choice.
Well, it looked good for a second there. It really did, but it broke down in a heartbeat.
Timing has to be perfect on an alley-oop. They've done a great job keeping this crowd out of the game today, and as they get closer to the win, it's really getting quiet.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot for them to be cheering about anymore. Their guys got taught a lesson, and hopefully that sticks with them.
Now here is Matthews. Defense right on him. Bledsoe with the bucket.
This is a serious game-clinching run they're on.
They are just not backing off, and they're going to close this one out in style. What a surge.
Give them credit just to finish this one off.
Leonard, Middleton defending. Outside George. Nailed from three-point land.
He certainly knows how to take over a game. I wonder who made George mad tonight. I hope it wasn't me.
Outside Middleton.
Gomma.
And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one.
A double whammy for my player. His team lost, and quite honestly, he didn't play well. Back to the drawing board for both him and his team. We take away any...
Ó, szia Kristóf!
Tisztelt.
Ja, szia Nikolász volt.
Jó.
Nem az, de senkit nem hallok köszönni, bazd meg. Ád is sem hallottam köszönni, Véges sem hallottam köszönni. Ugye én is live-olok.
Ja, értem.
Szóval így tök jó az egész.
Elhiszem.
Ádi még nem, akkor meg éjjel már, hogy Halló.
Most kezdett el live-olni.
Jó van. Menj ma. Ezt tudod mi? Soha nem lehet egy csapatot választani? Végig. Hú.
There it is, the Staples Center in Los Angeles, where we're getting set to bring you. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. The backcourt comprised of Bledsoe and Matthews. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. And it's Middleton in at the 3. And for the Clippers, they've got... Paul George. Morris is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then there's Kawhi Leonard, and it's Beverly in at point. Now here's Leonard. The shot by George, wide open. Nailed from three-point land. George has got the first 3 points tonight for the Clippers. And it's Bledsoe with the ball for Milwaukee. It's a three-point game. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Zubac and Eric Bledsoe, a special kind of athlete.
And 3 separate knee surgeries in the rear view, but still so fast, his teammates call him Ferrari. The way he's built, a muscle car might be more accurate.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Kevin Doc Rivers gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. We talked about the seemingly unending difficulties Giannis presents to a defensive game plan. And the coach pointed out was, you're going to have to be very early with fouls. He said Giannis can create so much contact and get you in foul trouble early, it can hurt your team down the road. So we'll try to keep their arms straight up while contesting shots. Guys?
Thank you, David. And the Bucks with possession here. Clippers able to drain the 3. Middleton can't get it to go. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Bledsoe against Beverly. Here's Leonard. No good that time. Now the Bucks take it the other way. Matthews goes in, and the rejection by Leonard.
Well, tremendous intimidation and shot blocking by Kawhi Leonard. How nice is that?
Los Angeles has gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. That one looked like it was on the way down. Yet they call goaltending. Count the bucket.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
And here's Bledsoe. There's the pass to Matthews. Middleton outside to the right side. From deep. But they'll get another chance. And he tried.
Az meg volt vonalon.
It's off the glass, but it's no good. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first.
How about Paul George puts it on the deck, uses that explosive quickness. This guy is really hard to contain.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And it's out of bounds. They say last touch by Bledsoe.
Yeah, I think he was surprised to see that pass coming his way and just really reacted too late.
And the Clippers making a change here. Harrell's checked in. How about that mobile one block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
Now, here's George. 5 points in the game. And there's the foul. It goes on Wesley Matthews. That's his first foul. Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for Milwaukee.
Yeah.
Beverly looking around. Passes it to Leonard. Over Middleton. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
Here's Giannis. And he banks in the layup. Giannis has got his second basket of the night. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalry. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
That's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team.
It's a good explanation. Lock at 6. Morris passes to Williams. Second chance shot. He can't hit that time. Good D by Lopez. Pass to DiVincenzo. Here's Connaughton. He's guarded by Williams. Offensive rebound. Lopez. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Montrezl Harrell.
Don't you love how comfortable Brook Lopez looks inside? Even when he knows contact is coming, he simply goes right through it.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Jermichael Green, he's checked in for Morris. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Leonard. Now here's Harrell. Outside, Green. And Green slams it in.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
I tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
Here's Hill. Here's Lopez. Great D that time from Harrell.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
The offensive rebound. Bucks trail by 7. Pass to Connaughton. Great D that time from Harrell.
I'll tell you, everything went right in terms of execution. He just can't get it to go.
And Harrell slams it in.
Throw it up and let Montrezl Harrell finish.
And so it's Hill with it. He brings it up for Milwaukee.
Well, you know, teams look for +6s. Players whose wingspans exceed their height by a half foot. Montrezl Harrell is a 6'7" player with a 7'4" wingspan. If you're struggling with the math, ladies and gentlemen, that's a +9.
He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
On the wing, DiVincenzo. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. Clippers leading by 11. On the wing, Williams. He's still scoreless so far in this one.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
Here's Lopez. Milwaukee keeping it alive. The new 14. And that one drops for him.
and they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
And the pass to Green. There's the three. Rebounded by the Bucks. Right side Hill. Passes it to Connaughton. High post Lopez. Over Harrell. Connaughton tips it back in.
What an effort to get the tip in, just wanting it a little bit more.
And so it's Los Angeles, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Their defense has been terrific in this game. Back right after this. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. Guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
Guys, I love their defense in that first period. They were in position and just challenging shots.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
Jackson is out there with Williams. Then it's Montrezl Harrell. Then it's Jermichael Green. And it's Shamet in at the small forward position. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Yep, it counts. Lopez has got his first points of the night.
Lopez looking right at home with that catch and shoot.
Now here's Williams. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Harrell, that's good.
Pillanat. Ádi most live-ol? Nikolas.
Aha.
Ja jó, mert nem jött vissza Discordra.
Még épp a beköszönésnél van.
Még mindig. Azt...
Ja.
A baszki, én már második 6 perces csinálom, és még nem jött vissza. Na, az már eléggé cink. Közben adok rá egy kis hangot.
There it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Lopez against Harrell. To the middle, and stolen by Harrell. And here comes Jackson, leading the fast break. Williams outside, and he's good on the three ball. And now it's a 10-point Los Angeles lead.
You've got to respect the range of Lou Williams. This guy is a threat to score from anywhere.
Outside Williams. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. You know, winning that championship as you did, Greg, for UNLV, many people don't remember you played much of that season with a broken jaw.
Well, Kevin, I don't remember much of it, to be honest with you. It was pretty hazy. I lost 19 pounds over the course of the season. I was championship night, I was 168 pounds.
No.
And, yeah. Well, I was wired shut for 8 weeks. Did miss a game, but I tell you what, I don't know if I would do that today. But
Az meg mik ezek a faltak a géptől, geci?
Nem jó.
Hát nem az, hogy megint faltolt a gép.
Faltolt a gép?
Kosárlabda, Ádi. Elke neked is szavasz.
Szavasz, Ádi.
Mert már köszöntem nem egyszer neked, Ádi.
Tényleg, az jó, mert nem hallottam semmi.
Jó van.
Jó reggelt, ugye? Az jó reggelt, hogyne?
Tényleg, akkor te hogy melózol?
Ki?
Te, ami nem küldtél be semmit.
Ott van lent.
Jó van, megnézem.
Bence 4000 na várjál. Mert itt sok Bence van, de...
De szép volt a Giannisszal.
De most így ráhibázok, akkor most te vagy a vergód, ugye? Akkor cső. Már itt annyi Bence megfordult, hogy már azt sem tudom ki.
Az van is az.
A vergód, igen, jó van akkor. Már mondom, már itt annyi Bence megfordult. Úgyhogy most tesztelem úgy a széket, hogy konkrétan úgy fájlában tőle, hogy az valami értetlen. Ja, meg rosszul mondtam a márka nevét, Apex Racer. Viszont egyetlen egy jó hír van a székbe, hogy most már nem fáj a hátam, és a seggem nem fog elbénulni, remélem, annyira, hát a 71 körversenytől, és hogy konkrétan így előrébb ülök, és így jobban látjátok az arcomon.
Na jó. Én most égek ki, geci. Ja, dobó, hát az a két kis szürke négyzet. És annak a közep az maga a tökéletes dobás. Megcsípom a végét, és persze, hogy nem megy meg. Rohadjon meg.
Ja, és amúgy a osztrák hétvégét a March Setup Kft. Támogatta.
Kurva anyád. Nem hülye.
Ez azért csúnya volt, jó? Szóval, hogy szoktuk egymást bazzagolni meg, hogy basszájba ilyesmi, de azért az...
Nyomj meg aztán tőlem rosszabbat is.
Nálam az osztrák nagydíjat a Dead by Kft. Támogatta.
Na, a védekezést szeretem az NBA-be, hát... Mondjuk oda kell tudás, jó védekezés, ezért hagytam abba a kosárlabdát is. Igen, addig kosaraztam fél évet.
Nem azt nézem, hanem amit a Velgold írt csak.
Nem megy be.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Hill. The Clippers shooting their first foul shots of the night here.
Egy kör után hogy eltűnt a kapusnét? Hát én nem tűnt el. Akkor ez az új patch.
Tökéletesre csináltad meg, hogy eltűnik. Mondjuk ez eddig jó dolog.
Ja, meg amúgy megvan a GP-re, hogy mi volt az a nagy izé. Annyi volt, hogy most már a GP-setnek is látod az arcát.
Igen, ezt tudtam.
Ennyi patch jött meg. Hát azt mondom, hát ez kurva jó.
Az már van. Megint nem hiszem el. Hát, most nem tudom, mire dobóhat el.
Majdnem azt hittem, hogy azt nem tudod, hogy mi az évár, mi az ami Egérben van, és a vizéről híres faszom.
Egrivel.
Egrivel, ilyen egyszerű.
Jó, de hogy mi a faszom volt ott? Ó, na.
Egri háború, és Egri csata.
Háború.
Jó van, na, este van, na.
Mi nem veszhetjük háborúnak. Miért? Hát végül is, hogy ha harcolnak, akkor az háború, nem? Vagy az akkor az teljesen más cselekmény?
Nem, ja, csak simán csak
csata.
Az meg ugyanazt csinálom gyanú a détárival. Mindig csak a triplára megyek rá.
Te tudod már.
Mindjárt elolvasom Velgold, jó?
Csak annyit írt, hogy ugye idén végre lesz.
Hát ha megveszed magadnak, akkor igen. Most ezt nem értem. Ja, értem, szóval, hogy én állj a fel, hogyne.
A Dominion. Este van, kikinyugalomba feketén. Bólingatja az eper falombja.
Úgy bizony.
Ez egy versidézet, azt hiszem?
Szemves.
És a FIFA az két külön dolog.
Ja.
Hoppá, LSD meg nagyból nyomja a
Na, akkor jó kötő, hogy versidézet.
LSD?
Az nem egy drog. Jobb is, hogy most nincs facecam. Jobb is, hogy most nincs facecam.
Facecam nincsen? Hát miért te izé? Madár vagy mi?
Azt mondta. Te is bolond adni.
Hát tudod, este van ilyenkor szágudottak az emlékek, már az mi az, hogy hívják. Mindegy.
Holnap úgyis rigóban próbálok meg is sietni haza, meg
MC Láren.
Nikolás, neked is cseh Discordon is. Ma másodjára köszönve. Na jó. Betörésből nem lesz kosár.
A betörés.
Hát igen.
Na mindjárt vagyok
Viszlát.
Milyen vissza?
Megszakod majd, Tomi.
Úristen, mire fújt a buffoltot. Mi ez a Miami Heat meccs? Mi múlt hétről van?
Miami helyszínről.
Nem az, Baskát néztem reggel vissza, és mondta, volt olyan meccs, ahol büntető hátán volt büntető, de egyik meccsben szarták rá a sporik, és nem fújta be semmit. Ja, megcserélni akarok jó.
11 seconds left in the first half of the game. On the wing, Korver. Pass to Ilyasova. To the wing on the left. Here's Connaughton. Misses the jumper. Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for the LA Clippers.
YouTube-on úgyis vetítja ezt a live-ot.
Has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way.
Azt vetította le?
Hát copyright a zene miatt, mert nem tudom lehallgatni a zenét.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at Paul George in this game, guys, he's been everywhere.
Esküszöm, a 20 az könnyebb volt, mint ez.
Látod, Márknak a 20 az könnyű volt, viszont már 21-et már nem tud már nyomni, hát ez...
Arany János családi kör, pontosabban okés ez a vers címe, amiből idézett pár sort, minyon.
Minyó? Hát te azt vágjátok, hogy az a csáva azért beindul? Hát a 3-ba indul. Hát a izé 3-ba. A alsó kategóriába a GPU-ra. Hát izé az a minyon.
Ádi.
Túl izé vagyok ma. Pihent agyú szerintem.
Nagyon.
Nem baj. Az előző nap KSC volt pihent agyú, most én.
Igen, a fingerszagú kezed.
Hát mi, hát azt szeretnéd most is live-ba befilmünk egy... Júj, emléksz? Júj!
Én is live vagyok, és nem akarok hány ingert kapni.
Júj, emlékszel, amikor izé a Csabinak az ismerőse, ő volt az? Hogy te live voltál, azt elment fécére, azt akkor izé hallottuk, hogy WC-zett. Hát ez kegyetlen volt, Götő.
Ja. Pont akartam menni, hogy mióta vagyok bent F1-es ligába. Hú, ez a hetem sűrű lesz megint csak.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
This guy is such
Szólj rám, a hangosan énekelek.
very strong hands.
Now here's Giannis. He has 6. For 3, Middleton.
Jó, most nyomok egy tweetet.
Nyom már egy quittot. Ja, a nővéremnek ugye van nekik ez a Xbox One X, vagy ilyen faszom. Na, náluk a Game Pass-ba, ugye nekik ingyenes volt ez az játék, ez a hangyás játék. Na, egyedül nem próbáltak ki, mert amúgy kurva nehéz. Kettő, kipróbáltam a Dirt 4-et, és nagyon megtetszett. Úgyhogy lehet, hogy már rallit is kéne nézni, mert lehet, hogy VLC-ezni fogunk.
Larry Bird. De szólok, hogy a Larry Bird az szerepelni fog a a Jordan sorozatba.
Oké.
Chatre mondtam. Hú, Los Angeles All-Time Lakers. Magic Johnson, mindjárt jövök.
Ez az most elment már kezdett. Nem baj már, menjél csak, majd én elűzöm azon a nézőig. Nem vicceltem. Én csak elfegyezek a sűrűn. Mert senkinek a nézőjét, amikor már van. Ahol vannak, ott vannak.
Hát csak magadét, Jami.
Ennyi. Te mit nézel? Olyan ismerős. Te mit nézel? Azt a mindenit. Ez most családi vita, vagy ez a tévé vagy? Nem ugyanaz. Szóval kérdem. Figyelj, mit mondjam? A családi vita. Basz meg! Kurva jó az izé. Jaj, kipróbáltam kontrollerrel ott náluk a F1 2019-et, mert ugye ez a Game Pass bálta. Hát az ugye ingyenes volt. Ég és föld.
Visszatértem.
És akár nem ízitek kontrollerrel, jobb volt vezetni a 9-es játékot, mint kormányon.
Hát
Látom meg a chatet.
Mi?
Minyonnak írtam, hogy látom a chatet még így is. Nem vagyok itt. Aha, biztos, hogy nem veszem meg. 32 000 forintért a Mamba Edition.
Amúgy meg nem tudom, szóval, hogy a VLC-be, akkor igazából ott akkor az a játék, akkor az teljesen official, ugye? A VLC játék, az teljesen official, nem? Szóval hát, hogy ugyanazok a izék vannak benne, a rally napok, ugyanazok a szakaszok vannak benne. Akkor jó. Kérdezik az új Sebastian Ogier-ből.
Jaj.
Tényleg az hányszoros bajnok? Az is vagy 6, nem? Sebastian Ogier. Az annyi, nem? És neki a világban is soha nem jut össze? Mi ott?
Az a bulgári futamon. Érted, magyar létére Bulgáriába indult.
De én most a beszélek a Ozsierról.
Jó.
Hogy én nem tudom, hogy most hát, hogy neki is olyan sok sikere, hát vagyis címe van a világbajnokságról, mint izének, Lőbnek. Nem,
annyi nincs.
Mert a Lőb, hát hogy biztos, hát hogy a Lőbnek van a legtöbb, a 100%, de hogy utána szerintem Ozsi jön a ranglistán, az biztos, csak nem tudom, hogy mennyivel.
Na.
Mondjuk, amikor még néztem a VLC-t, akkor nekem azok a szép ilyen zöld Fordot tetszettek. Tudjátok, amikre így az oldalán így rá volt írva a Abu Dhabi. Aha. Hú, az nagyon szép volt az autó. Az egy isteni volt. Meg a hangjuk is jó volt. Az a gond, hogy már amúgy meg már a rallyba is fejlődik a technológia, mint az F1-ből. Csak ott is nagyon. Viszont az jó esett lőptől, hogy legalább megpróbálta az aszfalton való versenyzést. Nem mindig csak a murva, meg a salak, meg a izé.
Ádi, ő versenyzett aszfalton is, hiszen a rallyban van aszfalt rész is.
Jó, de vicces.
Jézus.
Hát miért most nem?
De igaz, csont. Mármint vanília, ez... Vanília,
Nem emleges, légy szíves, ez nem az a csatorna.
Live. Ez nem az a live, amit... Tudod, önök nem ezeket a robotokat keresik.
Az. Köszi a figyelmet, srácok, találkozunk felnap a Race Pace. A napi Holland Dion, további szép estét, ciao, ciao, ciao.
Nightmares creep while you and me repeat. This bittersweet heat is suffocating. I'm waiting and always hesitating. Kryptonite desires set my heart afire. Heart on fire. Set my heart afire. Suffocating, I'm waiting and always hesitating. Kryptonite desires set my heart afire. Heart on fire. Set my heart afire.